You see, the competition really doesn't matter that much. To be competitive is always a losing strategy. The market research is mildly interesting at best, but a business is simply an idea, it's a theory, it's a concept and nothing more until you have a proven customer acquisition process that is tested, practical, and how-based. I see over 1,000 business plans every single year, and I can tell in a matter of minutes whether the plan for the business is going to equate to a business that works or a business that fails. In this video, I want to take you through exactly what it is I look for and how I identify that within a plan so quickly, and what it is you can do with your business plan to ensure that you have a plan that sets you up to work. Now, interestingly, about half of these plans I see come from people who've got some form of business or entrepreneurship management degree or an MBA. Pretty consistently, none of those are set to work. Some of the plans that look like they will work the best are on one or two sides of A4 paper and focus heavily on one or two areas. And I pretty much can guarantee that those businesses and those plans will work. And I pretty much can guarantee the rest won't. You see, there is two significant things. I'm going to write a second one down for you. Two significant things that are the difference that make the difference when it comes to a business plan. Traditional business plans talk about competition analysis, market analysis, pricing this, pricing that, product design, all sorts of things. I see plans anywhere from a few pages to 60 pages, and yet a plan should have a dominance of about 70% on one thing, 20% on another thing, and 10% on another thing, which doesn't leave a lot of wiggle room for wildly optimistic data about numbers, about money that could be made or could be spent, but is completely unproven and highly theoretical at that point in time. You see, you don't know what your numbers are actually going to be until you go and do it. I mean, how many of us have gone away on a vacation with a budget in mind and come home having spent wildly more or wildly less than the budget? How many of us have been to the supermarket to buy groceries and we go in looking for lasagna, garlic bread and salad and come out thousands of rand or hundreds of dollars later as things somehow have magically jumped off the shelf and ended up in the shopping trolley? You see, your numbers are a best guess until they are evidence-based through action. And therefore, as I look at your numbers in a business plan, I look at your profit margins, your projections, your everything, and I divide them by 3, and that's probably where you'll be at best. So what is it that you should focus on in your business plan? Thing number 1 is 20% of your plan should be about who are the people that you're going to go sell to. What are their problems? What are their worries? What are their concerns? What do they want to be pushed? What do they want to push away from? What do they want to pull towards? And what is it that will trigger them to easily and repetitively buy what you have over what the other people who do something similar to your business in the industry already do? You know, there is already soft drink providers out there, food providers, phone providers, computer providers, TV providers out there. People are already spending their money on a thing and already have some loyalty towards a thing. What you're asking somebody to do is to change how they spend their money to trust a new brand, yours, over the one they're currently using. Trust you, the new electrician. Trust you, the new plumber. Trust you, the new software provider, over what they're currently using, and to choose to spend that money with you as opposed to somewhere else. So if you haven't got 20% of your business plan on who your ideal customer is in depth, it won't work. The next 10% is, what are you going to do for them in your product and service or solution that makes you stand out from the crowd? Not just saying that you're better, but physically being better consistently. It's highly unlikely you will be able to do better for less. So how are you going to go and make all that work for yourself? What is it that's going to help you, in biblical terms, reach dominion? And there is only 2 ways of reaching dominion. One is be cheapest, and that's a big risk, but then you're going to have to go and get a massive volume of customers consistently. And the other one is to be the most expensive, and that means you're going to have to convince people that your quality and your value is significantly greater than what they currently purchase. The remaining 70% should all be about practical customer acquisition. How do we get customers into our business? What is the 14 steps we do? How does that work? How long is it going to take for those 14 steps to start working? Organic social media marketing is often put in this process, but you can spend anywhere from 6 months to 18 months before that even gets you your first customer, no matter how good your strategy is. To get customers consistently from it will take even more time. And so if you've got wildly optimistic year 1 and year 2 goals off the back of social media marketing, you're probably not going to have any success. And so 70% of your business plan should be on a how proven practical customer acquisition journey. What are the activities and behaviors that you as the business owner and your employees do consistently every single day of the week, and for some of them every single hour of the day, in order to go and get the customers you want? Ultimately, you're not known at any point in time at the moment, and that's your problem. You need to get known, get liked, get trusted. Get trusted enough that somebody can consider you as an alternative to their current product or service provider. That is when I know that a business plan is going to work. When the customer can come to me and say, here's the steps we follow, here's the sales copy, here's the marketing copy, here's the journey we take a customer on. We've tested it 100 times on 100 different customers, and here's the numbers that we found to work out against it. Not theoretical numbers, proven, tested numbers. Here's how much it costs. Here's what we get out of the other end. And we know it works because it's all based on who the customer is to start with. You see, the competition really doesn't matter that much. To be competitive is always a losing strategy. The market research is mildly interesting at best, but a business is simply an idea. It's a theory. It's a concept and nothing more until you have a proven customer acquisition process that is tested, practical, and how based. That is how I can recognize a plan that will work or fail.